I have ditched alarm. It's been 2 years now.
Really? You don't use an alarm?
I don't use it.
Oh, wow.
Only in very rare occasions. Like
for
say
a
at
flight.
3 o'clock, 3 a.m. in the morning, I have to wake up, which is like once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Then obviously I do that. But even that, my body clock works even better. So it's very interesting, right? So.
And it's interesting you're able to do that despite changing your sleep routine frequently.
Oh yeah,
flights.
totally. I'll tell you, not that I'm very proud of, but last week I was in a situation where I have to land. I'd reached home, not home. I was in Jersey, but I didn't come to home because I had early morning flight. So I reached the hotel at 2 and I slept by 2:15 and
AM or PM?
AM.
Okay.
Yeah, I took a coast-to-coast flight and I have to go to Boston in the morning. So I came from San Fran, landed around 1:30ish, took a hotel next to the airport, reached the hotel by 2:15.
That was a delayed flight, right? It wasn't.
No, it was not delayed flight.
Okay,
It was on. 15, 20 minutes here and there, but it was on. It was expected to come at that time. So 2:15 I slept and I have to get up at 5 in the morning so that I can go to the airport.
Did you even sleep?
I got my 3.5 hours of sleep, which is very sad. But here is the point. That day I put the alarm on because I know that I've hardly slept, and then I have to wake up at 5 o'clock. So believe it or not, at 4:55 I woke up. And that's how a body clock works.
Well, we have an internal clock.
We have internal clock, but more importantly, we consciously or subconsciously we instruct the clock that tomorrow morning, despite I being too tired, despite my eyes burning red, I woke up at 4:55 to turn off the clock, turn off the alarm. So I've stopped using alarm, and it has worked charmingly well for me. And I think I feel very rested. At least the days I am not traveling. When I'm traveling, I'm not getting the best sleep, but I try at least to be in the bed for 7 to 8 hours.
Well, I know when you're at home, you're always in bed by like 9 or 10, which is always good.
Yeah.
I've noticed that too. I think that on days I don't put an alarm, when I tell myself I want to get up at 8:30, I always get up at the exact time I decided to, which is so weird how our body kind of internally decides that, which is interesting. Like I still use an alarm clock because I really don't want to sleep too much, because when I do sleep too much without an alarm clock, I do realize my day I just feel more tired and sluggish. I think that now that I'm sleeping at the same time every day, I am still waking up at around the time before my alarm clock. But then I think that when I don't have an alarm clock on and my phone's all the way outside of the room, like I don't know what time it is, so I'll end up sleeping too much, and that's a difficult one for me. Like I've gone a long period of time without using an alarm clock too, and I guess I don't really know what I want to do about that yet, but I think ultimately, like, it's definitely better not to. Like, I'm sure you've read in the book that there's probably...
it's very bad.
Like, you want to tell me more about like some of the negative effects?
Yeah. So alarm clock is literally, when the alarm clock is going off, most likely when they REM sleep.
Because later stages.
So that's the creativity part of it. You're literally waking yourself up. It's like someone, giving a shock to you right when you're in the best part of the sleep you are in. And the worst of that is snooze. Right? So when you snooze, you literally are giving your body a shock every 5 minutes or whatever that period is. So, and when you sleep, the REM sleep, one of the thing I'm sure you remember from the book is, it is longer than you imagine, because there's no time limit when you're REM sleeping, right? Your body is completely paralyzed and your brain is going without any reasoning, which is the prefrontal cortex, wild in dreaming things. And so you do not have a concept of time there. So you snooze, let's say you snooze for 10 minutes. You may be in a dream which is elongated for, let's say, 1 hour time, because it's trying to play many different chapters to you. And you get another shock in 10 minutes. So even if you're putting alarm clock, they say just avoid the snooze. At least give your body a shock once. So you wake up from that and get done with your job, even if it is not the right thing. But you decided you'll wake up at 5 or 7 or whatever the time you put your alarm clock for. Do not torture your body by putting the snooze button again and again and again. So it doesn't help your body. So that's one thing that I learned from the book, which is very important. But fortunately, I have given up alarm a while back before even reading the book. Yeah, I don't use alarm. Very, very rare occasions.
That's why you get mad when I put the alarm on.
Yeah. You are mom, so I don't like alarms.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I never thought about it as like when you snooze, you're giving yourself like these 10-minute chunks of like intense REM sleep and then shock again, which is like, I know people who keep hitting snooze for hours straight, that it's absolutely insane. Like their alarm will go off at 7, they'll get out of bed at 9:30, 10, of just snooze and snooze and snooze, and they'll have 3 or 4 different alarms with all different sounds. Like one's a rap song and one's like the classic alarm sound. It's just like, oh my god, it's absolutely insane.
You know, the book has the funny story on one of the alarm clock, which is insane how they have designed it. So it's like a Lego block alarm clock. So when the alarm goes off, all of the Lego block will fall off. It'll like scatter all around your room, and the alarm won't go off until you read the Lego block. So you're not even waking up. You have to literally wake up to have the senses to design whatever that Lego block is to put it all together.
Is that good for you to go straight from REM sleep to all of a sudden like active mind?
Yeah, it is. Nothing is good. Alarm itself is not good.
Okay.
Right? So he's not recommending that you should get an alarm clock. It's insane that what people have done. So it kind of talks about intensity of a REM sleep. Then why do you need that? Because you literally are in a, I should not say zombie state, but in a state where your senses are not in your control, right? Your prefrontal cortex is completely shut down, and you wake up to that, and now this alarm clock is screaming on you, and all of the pieces are on the floor, and you need to figure out how to assemble it.
I want to try it.
It's like fun. Insanity at the highest level.
I've just started putting my phone like really far from me.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like when I have a bunk bed in Michigan, I would just put it underneath it, so you have to fully get out of bed to turn it off. But it's really easy to go back into bed afterwards. So